Hello guys. And welcome back to the channel. This is part number 15 of my LA Noire walkthrough. We're now going to do this next case, so yeah, let's do it. See what goes down. Oh, it looks like it's a woman getting out of a car. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, you just clobbered her.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hats are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Alright.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said, don't scream. What the heck?
Oh, sorry dude. Come on, Rusty, I will follow you. Where's our car? Here, sweet.
You can drive.
Yeah, you're asking drive, Rusty. I don't think I'm driving.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Oh dear.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter?
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, but the greatest scientific investigators are our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take the life of the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
What?
Detective, I was first on scene.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
modest.
Alright.
Much to be modest
You
about.
find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. A family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Pepper tree? Okay.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Here she is.
Guess I will talk to you in a bit. I'll just
Ligature mark is very
distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
Ooh, that looks painful.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Damn.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Okay. So we've done that. Okay. Okay. Looking up see what's in there. Deirdre
Oh, we have a name.
Miller.
Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Parent Teacher Association.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll take
Similar remote.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation is the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you?
Muller
Grab the
resident.
husband, take him downtown, and work him over. Could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Hello, lady.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be...
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
To the Miller residence. Come on, Rusty, you're getting slack in your old age, mate.
There still might be some play in the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? You know, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels you imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Damn. Muller residence, 11:01 a.m. Yeah, got the door, I guess. Is there any room or not?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Damn, shit.
Thank you.
People into your house.
Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have a look around.
Okay.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
There's a violin. Looks like a violin.
My partner will explain everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
Don't think this is anything.
Right. Oh, boots.
Work boots. Size 8.
Like this one, is it the same? Yeah, 8. Oh. Jewelry box.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Okay. Oh. Ring.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Interesting.
No good to me.
Carrot. A lemon. There's nothing, but I'll just let that be. Let me have a look at the sizes. Looks like probably. Just want to check. Two seconds, guys.
Fucking stick down it. No. It's everywhere. It smells disgusting. Put it down. My mum don't want this one.
Why?
I don't know, she said it's not the right one. Dave asked me, asked me to bring it round with her number on it.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh.
So I went round there with no one.
Yes.
And Mum told me to stay in now. Funny, I said, because Chris will want me to take the fucking thing around, so never mind, I'll do that tomorrow.
What thing?
Parcel if it comes.
Well, if it
I'll
does,
do
I don't think it will now.
I'll do it tomorrow anyway, if it is comes. It's getting a bit late. Bring that.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
So, yeah. You sat on your butt.
Who?
You.
Well, I said I could have gone, but you said no.
I didn't say no.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I said, yeah, no, you're not ready. That's all I said.
You didn't.
Okay.
No, you said, alright, no, you said I'll go. Thank you.
Anyway, Ben does sit with now.
No.
Any ideas?
All right, talk to the girl, but easy does it.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Shut up.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Oh. He wants to come out.
Probably all water.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You should come clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
Down now.
I told you I was here. Was you saying I
Get
wasn't?
down!
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
What are you doing?
Why?
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller. Not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
You don't ask, you never find out. Was your wife unreliable?
No.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes. That's right.
Shut up.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car parked by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
But how many percent on the TV?
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on it.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
On the weekend, I don't think. No, because it's all... I don't know if they do that or not now, because, like I said, it's only on...
Should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying to the crime scene.
Well, now I have to come down now.
Hello,
and watch
Detective.
Carnation Street and Emmerdale is on now.
Okay.
So,
What should you want?
then it'll on
Yes,
tomorrow,
ma'am.
it'll be on Friday.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Mueller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mahler put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
You go into custody. Get here.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Someone parcel's coming. So I do. And that's what I mean. Everyone else is fine when they get indoors. But me or Anthony will get ill.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Now, 'cause I've got chest pain.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
So do I got the phone?
No, 1977.
Galloway, Homicide Division, badge number 564.
7 o'clock.
Phelps, 1247.
We get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street.
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Look after a young lady.
Checking for you, Detective.
Roger, 11K.
Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Belmont High School.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting. Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGP.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Let's go to the morgue first.
Yeah, I know, but if she meets him all up in program, he's not the morning.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
Well, that's what
How's
people
that
do
go?
with them.
You
They
blame the
do it.
guy that's
People,
banging
That's what
her.
they do in family.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Boy.
Close his cases, Cole.
Don't talk
Puts a
like that.
lot of people away, that one.
Well, it's their own fault, maybe. If they want to act like they do, and then it's your mum's fault because she could...
Oh, the sausage burning! So, get out the oven then, you stupid tart!
Come on, 3:37 p.m.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Stop it! Fuck off! Get back in there if you don't want it. Go on. Oh, Mike.
What's going on now? No shout.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
What's the fuck? Why she part like that?
I don't fucking know. Oh.
Fucking shit my pants. I was like, in the fuck. Come on. Come on. Stop being a dick. Get over there. Oh my god.
Just let her do what she wants.
No. No. Like that.
What?
Licking cats' assholes. I don't care.
Hold on, guys, I'm back in a sec.
Get a fucking lay down.
Didn't I? Go on. He was laying down when you was gone. All the whole time she was quiet.
Well, we'll go out then.
No, I'm just saying, she was quiet when you was gone.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Okay, investigate the one high school.
Right. Shall I pop the kettle on?
Oh, yeah, go on.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Okay.
What a day. It's raining. Oh, what's
Putting
the
you
price?
through now. Raining chaps and gals, obviously.
Phelps, badge 1247.
It's all right for you. I've got to take a
How can I help, Detective? Well, it's your own fault.
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller has been found in the parking lot adjoining Belmont High School in Plainfield. Captain Donnelly wants you to head down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thanks.
But they're leaving much of the detail to Charlie.
Okay.
It's quite a nice size, isn't it?
It's ideal for one chair. Just there. I'm thinking tin roof. There's something lovely about a tin roof that's sitting out in the rain.
It almost looks like you're in a caravan.
Yeah. So you remember
Alright
lots
guys,
of
we'll
holidays.
end this episode there guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.
I'm thinking of soaping it